Welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Good morning, Jackie. Hello, April. Happy Friday, Christine. Hello, Carrie. Greetings, Jackie. Kiana, happy Friday. Good morning, Amber. Christine loves my hair. Hello, Lisa. Happy Friday. TGIF. For the last month or so, yeah, Fridays have been my line dance days. I go take a class with the bingo club, as someone called it. Yeah, it's me and people that are at least 30 years my elder, at least. But Fridays are always like the line dance days. And I'm not even going today. I'm going out to lunch with a friend, but I'm still in the mood. I was just watching a video from my last convention, and I'm grooving to it. Good morning, Bonnie. Grand Rising Goddess. April loves the hair. Hello, Carrie. Lovely morning, Andrea. Oh, hello, Sharon. It's been a while. Yeah, I will address my hair because I recognized as I was putting it up today, I only wear my hair down, and that's been a theme for me for years, and it's a thing that has gotten in my way because if my hair's not clean, then I'm like, oh, I can't wear it down because it looks like I have two pieces of hair because my hair's very fine. And when I was a kid, I used to be much more expressive with my look. I used to wear fun makeup. I was nuts. I would do my hair cool. I would wear cool clothes, and I just stopped doing all that, and I don't know why. It's very interesting. I watched this lady on TikTok. I can't remember her name. Lori Bell, I think. Lori Bell something. She's a face reader. And it's just fun to watch her read faces, and I'm starting to pick up a little bit of face reading, and it crossed my mind a couple months ago. I was like, I always hide my ears. My ears are never exposed, and I don't know what that's all about. And my interpretation of ears, my very novice interpretation of ears in face reading, is that it has to do with how much attention you call to yourself. People who have ears that stick out, they're said to just be more comfortable in the limelight, having all eyes on them, and people whose ears are real close to their head, they would rather no one see them. Something like that. I'm probably paraphrasing incorrectly. But I was thinking about that too. My hair always covers my ears. I won't even tuck my hair behind my ears. And I was wondering what that means. So here are my ears today. This is what they look like. I do wear earrings every day. A client commented one time, I had my hair pulled up during a reading, and they're like, oh, look at your fancy earrings today. I'm like, I wear those every day. You just can't see. I don't know why I hide my ears. So that's a whole rant about faces and hair. Hello, Jenny and Andriana. Good morning, and good morning, Nicole. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Jess. Greetings, Lori and Melinda. Have you guys adjusted to the Gemini stellium energy yet? The last time I saw you was on Monday, and Mercury had just moved into Gemini. And on Monday, I was talking about how I felt like I had 100 lanes of mental traffic trying to merge down to one lane in order to form a thought. And you guys said that you were in the same spot as me on Monday. So as I was preparing my notes for today, I was trying to think about am I still feeling that scattered? And personally, the answer is no. But how are you guys doing? Have you been able to settle in? Do you still feel as flighty? Do you still feel as Gemini? I hope you've been able to find some peace in all of this speedy, mutable air quality of time. Kiana's been able to slow down. Oh, not been able to get grounded yet. Oh, Debbie, traffic in the head is bad. Amber, it's been an intense week. Jackie learned a new astro word yesterday, kazemi. You know what's funny is my sister sent me that. I think my sister thinks I know more about astrology than I really do. But she told me about when she learned the word kazemi, and she sent me that yesterday, and that was really weird. And is a kazemi just when a planet is conjunct the sun? Is that what a kazemi is? April, loving the 6-6 and feeling so empowered. Okay, cool. Christine was all over the place yesterday afternoon. Kiana, too. Jacqui says, I'm still trying to find a thought that came to me on Wednesday night. Still elusive. Perhaps the breath is calling to you all. If you're not feeling grounded yet, you can ground through the breath. Jenny says, I still feel really weird, and I'm strangely social and communicative. It is Gemini. Gemini loves to talk and hang out. Gemini's very flirty, too, so get your flirt on nowadays. This is going to be really good for a lot of us. Today we're here to talk about Mars slowing down as Mars moves from Aries into Taurus. Cool. Jacqui, thanks for teaching me. A cazimi, and you all can learn this too. A cazimi is when any planet meets up with the sun. So next Friday, we're having a Mercury cazimi. Carrie kind of scattered, but working on it. Breathwork every morning. Cool. Adriana, it's been very busy and go, go, go for the last 2 weeks. I think you guys will like today's talk. Sophia, yes. Hello, Sophia. Jenny flirted with my pottery teacher. I'll blame Gemini season then. You don't have to blame it. It just is. Especially Venus and Gemini. Yeah, flirty energy. But anyway, we're here to talk about Mars moving into Taurus. So Mars leaving Aries, entering Taurus is going to help us slow down. Mars enters Taurus on Sunday, June 9th, and he will stay there through July 20th. Mars in Taurus feels very different than Mars in Aries. First of all, Aries is the ruler of Mars, so Mars acts extra Marsy while he's in Aries. Mars was in Aries throughout May. He entered Aries on April 30th, so the whole month of May was Mars in Aries. Mars is the planet of action. He represents what drives us and what we are ambitious about, what we're driven to do. In Aries, Mars is a firecracker because Aries is the ignition of the zodiac. Aries is here to get things going, to take the first step with childlike enthusiasm. So there was May. If you guys were feeling like, yeah, let's try that new thing. Oh, next new thing. Okay, let's go. And that energy was available for everybody. It doesn't mean that we were all acting that way. That's just what the flavor of the energy was. If that works for you, awesome. Maybe you got a lot of projects started. If that doesn't work for you, that might have made you feel like the universe was pulling you forward, but you wanted to pull back. But now, Mars is moving into Taurus, and Taurus is a stabilizing energy. Taurus is fixed Earth. Taurus helps slow things down. The energy available to use while Mars is in Taurus is that of simplifying everything you may have started throughout the month of May. Thinning out your load, reducing your obligations. Mars in Aries had us feeling the need to say yes to starting new things. Mars in Taurus now helps us to say, no thank you, I have enough already. So we're shifting from feeling the energy to begin towards feeling the energy to nurture. Taurus is linked to the energy of Mother Earth, and the idea of gardening kept coming to mind. So this could be an actual gardening practice that you have, or this could be using gardening as a metaphor to any part of your life. But this shift from Mars in Aries to Mars in Taurus feels like we're less inclined now to continue planting new seeds. We're less inclined to see where we can squeeze in, what we can squeeze in over here. We have this 1 square foot of open space. Oh, I could probably get another tomato in there. Let's just plant it. So now with Mars in Taurus, we'd rather slow down and pay attention to how our seedlings are responding to the weather conditions. Maybe this plant needs less direct sun. Maybe this plant needs less water than I thought. Metaphorically, Maybe you don't need to start new healing habits anymore. Maybe it's time to tend to and to spend more time with the healing habits that you've already created. Maybe you don't need to set out on healing new shadows. Maybe it's time to nurture the shadow that you've already discovered. Maybe you don't need to radically shift up your diet again. Maybe it's time to slow down and patiently try one little piece of food at a time. Maybe this week I'll eliminate dairy, see what that does. Next week I'll eliminate gluten, see what that does. Taurus is also linked to the physical body as well as our food supply. So Mars in Taurus may provide the energy and motivation to nourish your body with good food and to spend time loving on yourself, to adorn your body, to slow down and appreciate your body. The Taurus Embody Astrology course that I created on Insight Timer, it has 4 different body scan and grounding meditations. And although I create these courses with the intention of embodying the sign while the sun shines there, this is an example of how and when you can tap into those courses at different times. So while Mars is moving through Taurus, knowing that we have the energy to spend time with our body, go do some body scans. Kiana says, you're sleepy, haven't had over 6 hours of sleep in weeks. That's been a common theme. I've been having a hard time falling asleep. I've been taking naps during the day. A lot of people around me, I hear, are having the same type of energy where it's just like the sleep is not on track. It's difficult, it's different. See ya, Carrie. Goddess says, yes, time to slow down. I've been running around for many weeks. Well, we'll talk more about this on Monday, but I just want to point out the slowdown that I see approaching. I see a hard slowdown. This upcoming, so tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we have multiple square aspects happening in the sky. And 3 of these squares are happening with Saturn, which signifies a slowdown and maybe even a halt. So we'll talk more about all of that and what that means more in depth on Monday. But what I want to point out is on Sunday, when Mars enters Taurus on Sunday, we have an exact T-square. Not an exact. We have a T-square in the fixed signs. So we have Mars entering Taurus at 0 degrees. Pluto is at 1 degree of Aquarius, squaring Mars. And the moon will be entering Leo on Sunday night. So Mars will enter Taurus on Sunday morning, but then Sunday night, the moon is going to catch up, enter Leo, and I think that Sunday night would be a wonderful day to set yourself up to have a good cry. Have you ever done that? Have you ever put on a sad movie, researched some sad songs, got your ice cream ready, you get your favorite blanket, you get your cuddly pets? Yeah, I feel like Sunday night is going to be a good day to just let go of all the pressure that's been building out your face. This is because we have Mars in Taurus. Mars is our masculine drive. The moon is our emotions. And Pluto brings us to the depths. T-squares are immense pressure. T-square, it's called a T-square because the planets make a T. There's 2 in opposition, and then 1 is midway in between, just tension, tension, tension. And this T-square happens in the fixed signs. Fixed signs don't budge. This feels like a stubbornness to me of not wanting to express your emotions. And if you don't express the sadness, the depth of what's underneath all of this, this can lead to an angry outburst. So why not get ahead of the curve and allow yourself to let go of all of this, releasing this energy into the missing fixed sign of this T-square, which would be Scorpio. We have Taurus, Mars, Aquarius, Pluto, Leo, Moon, The fixed sign that's not involved here is Scorpio. So that's where you can release this energy. Scorpio is fixed water. Tears are water. Fixed water, Scorpio, it's intense emotion. It's feeling deep into your emotions. So let yourself cry if you feel stuck and frustrated on Sunday. April says, I have a go-to song for crying, and I wanted to figure out how I could tell this story. When I was in high school, I was probably going through like a breakup or something, and I was researching like good songs to cry to because I grew up with the internet, right? So good songs to cry to, and the one that always sticks out is Behind Blue Eyes by The Who. So, you know, if you need to cry, maybe put on Behind Blue Eyes and let it go. But please, I want to make this very apparent. Don't steal any joy that you might be feeling on Sunday because Jacqui said I'm supposed to cry today, because Jacqui said I'm supposed to be frustrated today. Your intuition always comes first. Astrology is not a rule book. It's a guide. It's a sheet of music that you choose how to play. I'm telling you what I'm feeling about the astrology, what I feel from the astrology. And as hard as I try to remove my ego from my readings, it's impossible. I'm half ego. I'm soul and ego together. So just remember that my astrology information comes through the lens of Jacqui Mancuso's life experience. And any other reader that you follow, their messages come through the lens of their life experiences. So don't take my word for it. I don't want to be your guru. I don't want to be your cult leader. Go with what you are feeling. And if you're feeling pissy on Sunday night, that's when you can try to recall, oh, right, there's a fixed T-square. Maybe I can release some of this through crying, right? But please don't anticipate having a shitty day. When I say that the astrology is going to be rough, or when any other astrologer says it's going to be a rough day, please don't anticipate it. Just go with the flow. And then I like to use astrology as a hindsight. Like, I'm really agitated. Oh, what's going on in the sky? That's right. I remember there's going to be this fixed energy and blah, 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 blah. That's so interesting, Jacqui. Jacqui says you're the third reader who has delivered that message this week about reading through your own lens. Very interesting. Exactly, Greg. Plus, we each have unique birth charts that make the experience unique to each of us. Beautiful. Hello, MJ, just joined. Briefly, a T-square is when three planets are squaring each other. They make like a T in the sky. But if you guys ever miss any of my descriptions here, I record all these videos and I put them up on my YouTube channel so you can always watch the replay. T-squares can cause heavy emotions, especially when they're happening in the fixed signs and when Pluto and the Moon and Mars are involved. And I wanted to let you guys know of another way to lighten heavy emotions. I know crying can be super uncomfortable for some people. They're like afraid to go there, and I was afraid to go there at one time in my life. I was proud that I wasn't a crier. But another way to express those feelings would be to engage in some creative writing, expressing your emotions through storytelling, using characters as metaphors for your own shit, so you don't have to make it so personal. And if you're interested in some creative writing prompts, that is the exact embodiment technique that I've included in my Gemini Embody Astrology course. So the audio version is available here on Insight Timer. The video version comes with some bonus features. That's available on my Patreon page. You can find the link to that in my link tree, which is included in my Insight Timer teacher bio. But we are now going to pull some oracle cards to ask about utilizing this energy of Mars in Taurus, this mass slow down, the energy to simplify, the energy to nurture. We're using a new deck today, guys. Ooh, because this feels very Taurus to me. So the first question, I have two questions, I have two decks, so just know that. First question for the first deck, we're going to ask how to make the most of Mars in Taurus. Mars is in Taurus from June 9th through July 20th. We're going to use the Ancient Stones Oracle. This is I think it's an early release. I don't think this is out to the general public yet. The Ancient Stones Oracle. Have I used this here? Did I use this here one time? I don't think I did. I did. Okay. Well, surprise, it's a new deck for me. I don't think I've even pulled for myself from this deck earlier this week. All right, well, we're using it for the 3-card spread today. How to make the most of Mars in Taurus. Feel free to send your energy into this deck, connecting with Mars. From Sunday through July 20th, how can we make the most of Mars in Taurus? Looks like a turtle. Oh, I see it. Nice, Nicole. It does kind of look like a turtle. If this is your first time with me, I always do group readings. So all 3 cards are going to have something for all of us. However, I like to give you guys some intuition playground here. So once 3 cards fall out of the deck for us, I'm going to show you the card backs. So you're going to see the same turtley image 3 times. And I invite you just to see if your intuition calls you to a certain card or multiple cards. And that could just mean that certain cards have a deeper meaning for you, or that the universe really wants you to focus on that way to use Mars in Taurus. If you feel nothing, your intuition isn't broken, don't worry about it. The whole reading is for you. And did anyone pick up on a number 4 yet? Because we got 4 cards today. We're going to do 4 cards because it felt right. So how to make the most of Mars in Taurus. I'm going to show you the backs of the 4 cards. And then I would like you to put in the chat which cards are resonating with you. If it's all, if it's none, if it's a couple, if it's just one of them, let us know. How to make the most of Mars in Taurus. Here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. The back of card number 3. And the back of card number 4. Let us know in the chat which cards are resonating with you. And I'm going to show you the cards one more time, just in case. Notice if anything changes. Not even just with you. Anything. How to make the most of Mars in Taurus. Here's the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. The back of card number 3. And the back of card number 4. All right, let's see. Let's see who's working with which cards. Jacqui, 2. April, 2 through 4. Charlene, 2. April, 1 through 3. Is that what you guys mean? Lisa, 2. Nicole, 1 and 3. Tara, 3. Janelle, all 4. Jacqui, 2 and 4. Kiana, 2 through 4. Jenny, 1 and 4. Got us all with 2-4 emphasis. Patty, 1 and 4. Karma, 3. Jacqui, I'll take 4 as well. Heart eyes. Kim, 3. Nicole, 3 and 4. MJ, mostly 4. A little bit of 3. Nicole, Christine, all 4. Nicole, 2. Andriana, all for me. Kelly, 1 and 4. Suzanne, 2 is greater than 3 is greater than 4. Claudia, 1 through 4. Lori, 1. April, 2 and 4. Melinda, 2 and 4. Mimi, 3 and 4. Yvonne, 2 and 3. Jess, all 4. Alex, 3 and 4. Debbie, 1. Then 3, 4, dog moved, and 2. Interesting. Interesting. All of these are brand new to me, so this is going to be fun to see. It's going to be fun to see. All right, how to make the most of Mars in Taurus, this energetic slowdown. Card number 1 from the Ancient Stones Oracle brings us the Secret Chamber. Potency, deep connection, treasure. So often in modern life, we're in the habit of rushing to share everything with the world around us. We feel pressured to capture, narrate, and document every moment of our day as it happens, and as a result, we fail to truly be in the moment. We go from truly creating to producing like a machine, and at this moment, we disconnect from the sacred essence we yearn for most. This fast-paced way of being rips us away from the potent center of our experience as it takes place, and it stops us from receiving the nectar of this precious life. There are hidden chambers within ancient temples that only the most intrepid have ever reached. Places so rare and special that only the initiated can enter them. Inner sanctums that require an invitation to gain access. The secret chamber is an invitation to gain access. Oops, the secret chamber is a card of deep potency and privacy, and of intimacy and preciousness. One where we truly see the jewels of our life. One where we recognize what's potent, pure, and worth protecting. This card is a call to remember to truly enjoy the precious jewels of your life. It invites you to slow down the pace and perhaps savor those potent moments before rushing to share them with everyone else. This is the card that reminds you that it's okay to keep some of those precious jewels just for yourself, to taste the fruits of your labor. You don't need to alchemize anything. It's safe to slow down and savor the sweetness of yourself. The soul inquiry question for this card: how are you being called to slow down and savor the jewels of your life a little more? The first thing that comes to mind with this card is a social media detox, a posting detox. And this can be everywhere. Like for me, I'm a Snapchatter. If something cute is happening, I'm going to pull up my Snapchat and I'm going to put it on my story. And it's always my dogs, right? And I have found myself intentionally, when I'm recording something, I don't look through my camera. Like I make sure that my camera is focused on it, and then I look at the thing and I try to like be in the moment with it. But that's what was coming to mind with this card. It's not about sharing for the world, right? Like, oh my gosh, social media has been around for such a long time, right? Starting with like MySpace back in the day, Facebook, early Facebook. Why do we think we need so much external validation from other people? You think I'm cool, right? Look at what I'm doing. You think I'm cool, right? Who cares? Just live your life. Just do it. Because there's so much more that you can receive for yourself that you don't need because you're sharing it with other people. Yes, Nicole, time to unplug a bit. Kiana, I've just started posting on my socials for my business account. So Kiana, same, right? Like I went to a line dance convention. It has nothing to do with astrology. It has nothing to do with what I talk about here, but like I am my brand. So here I'm just going to show you guys, this is what I love doing. And like, I don't care what comes out of it, but it was also like, I just set up my camera and I recorded what I was doing and that's it. It wasn't like in the moment I was like, oh my God, I have to share this with everyone and I have to share this with everyone. I just did my thing. Hannah, that's pretty funny. I just deleted my social media apps. Elise literally just posted that. I called all social media apps. I said last episode and I haven't touched it. You're on point. Interesting. MJ, do what brings me joy and learn to rest more fully. Yeah. You don't have to share it with everyone. Jackie, loved your dance. There's more to come. I have like 10 more little 1-minute segments of all the songs we were dancing to. Kelsey, yes, I did say line dancing convention. I've been to 2 and now I'm hooked. Christine, I lived much of my life without social media. Now I'm finding it, what? Now I'm finding it's such a distracting and unfilling. I want to see what else this reading comes out, but the general sense of this card, whether it's social media or not, this feels like, and it's okay, so even like forget social media. However, with Pluto and Aquarius right now, that's really hot. But if you're not a social media person, you know, like when you're experiencing something and you're like, I can't wait to tell whoever about this. Like, oh my gosh, X person is going to love to hear about this experience. And then you kind of shift how you perceive the experience because you're not taking it in for you. There's a shift, and sometimes you take in an experience because of how you're going to be able to explain it to someone else, or because of what you know you're going to be able to share with someone else. I'm guilty of this all the time. I'm a teacher, right? I kind of live my life through this lens of like, how can I apply this to what I teach? So to make the most of Mars and Taurus, just be for you. Be in your moment for you. Greg, savor the sweetness of the moment. Yes. Yeah, Suzanne, been trying to look at the thing I'm filming instead of through the screen image. 2 kids both graduated in the last week from high school and college. Been mindful of that. Yeah. Same like when you go to a concert or like 4th of July is coming up. How many of you guys have hundreds of fireworks videos that you've never gone back to watch? Like, stop recording it. Stop recording it and just be in the moment. I also wanted to say that. Like recording things I can see it coming a little bit coming from a fear-based. What if I don't remember this? I need to record it so that I can remember it. But by recording it, you're putting a block in between just experiencing the moment. So you're blocking the memory from forming because you're watching it through a screen. Just be there. You don't have to take pictures of everything. The fireworks videos that never get seen again. All right. How to make the most of Mars in Taurus. Card number 2, I opened right to it. That was pretty cool. Card number 2, soul agreement, soul mission, soul plan, life purpose. This is so, I love that image. Love that image. Your soul had a dream and your life is it. Before you drew your first breath, your soul chose the perfect conditions for your return. It dreamed up the specifics for your soul's growth and journey. We all came here with a soul plan, a wish to be brought to life. Soul agreement is a card of destiny and purpose. Do you sense that you're at an important juncture in your life? Has something significant happened, or does it feel like it's beckoning you forth? Is a new relationship creation, trip, opportunity, or agreement tugging your awakening heart, urging you to allow it to come to form? This may be something that truly excites you, or it could be something you've been resisting, or both. This card appears when you are experiencing something important from a soul perspective. It reminds you that what you are journeying through right now was chosen by your soul. It's a situation or experience that will result in your soul's growth. And while we have free will, we also have opportunities to say yes to moments in our life that were prearranged. And when we do, things seem to fall into place. It's a highly auspicious moment as we can feel at a soul level the deep relief and knowing that we've arrived at an important juncture and can now create what we came here to create, or to be in relationship with other souls we agreed to meet. This is a card of purpose, path, and passion. It often appears as a confirmation that we are on track and that we are currently doing or about to embark on what we are currently doing or about to embark on is part of our soul's highest and deepest path. This one comes with an activation affirmation, and all of these will be linked in our spiritual community. The activation for this card: I say yes to my soul's highest and deepest plan. I'm ready to be led every step of the way. I say yes to my soul's highest and deepest plan. I'm ready to be led every step of the way. And if you don't know what our spiritual community is, it's the group I have on Insight Timer. Bonnie takes all the text and she recaps it for us there. So how to make the most of Mars and Taurus: go with what you are being led towards, whatever your heart and soul is leading you towards, even though your mind might be like, I don't get it. I don't know why I want to do this. I don't know why I woke up with that vision that one day. This doesn't seem right. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Go towards it. It's time. It's part of your soul agreement. It's part of what your soul wants you to do. And I feel like this is something that makes complete opposite sense to you. But Mars in Taurus wants you to nurture, right? So Mars in Aries wanted us to begin. So that's when we had this insight, this like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. Mars in Taurus is now, you put your feet on the ground and you start moving towards it. What's coming up for you guys? Greg can relate to current happenings. Am I resisting this or actively manifesting this? A question that came to mind. That's a good question, MJ, and it could be either way. What I feel from this card is like, you are actively manifesting it because you're living, right? You're living and it's presenting itself. So that's actively manifesting. But if you let your mind get in the way, your mind can be like, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make linear sense. This isn't supposed to be the next step. I don't get it. But your soul already agreed that this is going to happen on your journey, and now is the time. Carrie said, I feel there's something I'm supposed to be doing, but don't know what yet. Maybe the more you spend time in your own secret chamber, the plan will be revealed. Christine says, I feel that all the time. Maybe that's your sign to surrender and let go more. Kiana pulled the 9 of Cups before this live. Just go do it. Just sell. It's time. Whatever you want. All you gotta do is take that next step. And I'm pretty sure you know what the next step is. You might not believe it, but you know it. Goddess resonates. Elise says, Jackie, I was pulled to connect with El Moria. It was 1 a.m. and about soul contracts. And there were intentionally cut some unserving soul contracts. Interesting. Might not feel good, but if you're being called to it and it doesn't make sense, those are my favorite things to trust. Oh my gosh. Kiana, enjoy the journey and allow things to unfold and have patience. Greg, much of my current massive changes have a kind of predestined feeling. Yes. Oh my gosh. And you had to go through such darkness and pain to get there, right? But like I know you feel it. What's coming on the other side is like so much better. Shauna, spinning because I want to know purpose. Stuck in purpose purgatory. Purpose purgatory. Are you taking care of yourself? Janelle, I know what I'm supposed to do, but scared. Same, lady. And Driana, I feel like there was so much go, go, go energy, and now it's time to slow down a little bit and keep on track, though, with the progress. Yeah, so much little bits come out through the slowdown. So if you're feeling confused about, like, I don't know what the next step is, slow down. Let the universe show you. There's some things that you can learn through like reading and watching documentaries and researching. Like there's some things that you can passively learn. And then there's other things that you can't, and you have to neutrally be shown. And this is when you do things like wash the dishes with no podcast or music sometimes. But this is when you just have your neutral. You're not teaching anything. You're not learning anything. You're just neutral. And that's when the universe is able to drop those little whispers in. So are you giving yourself silent, neutral time? This could be meditation. I don't know, as a Taurus myself, and maybe with Mars in Taurus, this might come about when you're engaged in something repetitive, where you can turn your mind off and your body just takes over. Something you do every day, washing the dishes, folding the laundry, gardening, going for a walk, mowing the lawn, things that like you don't need to think about, not driving because you're being affected by the other people on the road. Knitting, you know, if you're one of those people, if you're one of those weirdos, I'm just kidding, I want to learn how to knit. Yeah, anything where you're just like moving your body and you don't have to think. That's when you can be delivered those neutral messages. Card number 3, how else to make the most of Mars in Taurus? Card number 3 is pave your own way. Leadership, courage, forge, don't follow. The Giant's Causeway is a captivating ancient volcanic formation in Northern Ireland that's cloaked in many a myth. One story speaks of the giant Finn McCool, who created it as a bridge to Scotland so he could fight another giant named Benindonner. If I said that wrong, I apologize. Pave Your Own Way is a card of boldness and leadership. It's one that invites you to do things in your own way and to bravely go where perhaps no one else has gone before. Maybe you're the first one in your family system to do something new. Or perhaps you're the black sheep of the flock. Embrace your uniqueness, journey courageously into the unknown, and do it in a way that only you can. How are you being called to step forward and lead? What kind of leader do you wish you'd had when you were growing up? What kind of leader do you wish you had now? How can you be that for yourself and others who are just like you now? What new places are you being called to explore? What are you being called to do differently? How can you refrain from following others, step out of the box, and lead? Here's the soul inquiry question for this card. If you were feeling bold and courageous, what would you do? If you were feeling bold and courageous, what would you do? A big part of me feels like this is linked exact to whatever was coming up for the soul agreement. You might be the first. This might be a crazy, wacky idea that you thought no one would go along with. And, you know, sometimes people need a leader. Sometimes people need you to be the first one for them to say like, oh shit, I could do that too. Oh my God, look at them go. Look, I could do that. You know, I have plenty of leaders. I have plenty of inspirations that had to do the thing first because it makes it less scary for me, right? I can leverage like, okay, they've done it and they've succeeded, so that means that I have a chance, right? So you're being called right now while Mars is in Taurus to go, to lead, to do the thing. And this feels like something that has already been started, okay? And that doesn't mean that like physically started, but that means energetically started. So the idea has already come about. You already know what this is talking about, and now it's time to start putting the practical work in. Mars and Taurus, the practical work. Forge, don't follow. At least this is the Ancient Stones Oracle. It's not out yet. It'll come out in July. Kiana, I'm doing something new for sure. Feels good to take leaps, Tara. Yes. MJ, perfect timing for this and totally resonates. Elise, I've really enjoyed small connections of every day. Greeting the trash man, having a real moment, even with my kid's doctor. Like I am bold just in allowing each connection to be present and authentic has felt so good. Seeing the person for who they are, not who I think they are. Love that. Gloria just got in for that card. Message received. Okay, girl, it's time. MJ, I am the black sheep. Broke the dysfunctional family system, choosing to make bold moves. Yes, I was just journaling about that. Yeah, my middle name can be Black Sheep. My middle name can be Maverick. I gotta do it first. I gotta do it my way because I don't want what I've been shown. One last card, because 4 of them came out from this deck, and then we'll see how these all tie together. MJ moving to another town 15 hours away. My soul has lived there in a past life. So excited for what is to come. That's enthralling. I don't even know if I used that word right, but that sounds amazing. It's amazing. How else to make the most of Mars in Taurus, June 9th through July 20th. Card number 4, the road is clear. You know what to do. Walk it your way. Holy cannoli, guys. I already know what this is going to say. Do it. It's time. Go fork. You've been working toward this moment for a while now. Stone by stone, carefully paving the road before you. It's your time now to walk it, to journey ahead without wavering. You know what to do, and you know how to do it. The road ahead of you is clear, and success is on the horizon. Be bold and truly go for it. Expansion and ease are here. You're ready to do what you came here to do. Remember, you've been working toward this moment for years, decades, or even lifetimes. If you asked a question, the answer is yes. If you're querying whether you're ready for something or if the time is right, the answer is yes. If you're wondering if you have what it takes, the answer is all caps. Yes, yes, yes. Enjoy the next phase of your journey. You've earned this moment, this flow, this prosperity, this progress. You're going to make it look easy, but it's likely that it's the result of years of being devoted to your path. As you walk it now, remember to walk it your way. Own your path because there's no one who can walk it quite like you. Here's an affirmation to activate this card. I'm ready to walk my unique path in a way that only I can. I'm a little speechless. Of course there were 4 cards, right? Of course we needed all 4 of those. Like literally speechless. Okay, so if you don't know what you're quote unquote supposed to be doing right now, if you don't know what the universe is telling you you're supposed to be doing, go into your secret chamber. Chill out. Stop thinking. Stop asking. Just be. Just enjoy the moment. Because you can't receive instructions if you're always acting and doing stuff and teaching stuff and going and moving. Okay? There is something that your soul has agreed to that's coming up now. It's time to take the first step. It's time to start this thing. It's time to move forward with this thing. It's something that is lifetimes old. There's something about whatever this mission is that you're feeling, use that word loosely, mission. There's something about this that your soul needs you to complete. And it's something that only you can do. Other people would poo-poo on your idea. Other people would tell you you're nuts. Of course you can't do that. And if you're hearing those voices in your head, ask yourself, is that my voice saying that? Or is that the voice of people who have led me in the past? And wrapping it all up, the path is clear. Full steam ahead. Go for it. It's like the universe is saying it's yours for the taking. You just have to have the courage to start, to go. The road is clear. It's time. This feels like huge soul healing. Like immense soul healing. Wow. And just for time reference, this was all in regards to Mars in Taurus, which is June 9th to July 20th. No, Christine, you can't make this poop up. Jenny, let's go. April, holy cow, I'm ready to take this next step in my business here in Japan. Breaking barriers as a foreigner here in this business. So excited. Mimi, the last 2 cards really resonate with what I've been doing and thinking to do lately. Aaron, I'm ready to walk my own path in the unique way that only I can. My goodness. April taking the first step. Gave my retirement date to my boss and team this week. I feel lighter already. Yes. Congratulations. Congratulations. Deserve it. Yeah, I'm taken aback by this reading. It's a lot more than I can put into words right now. Maybe I'll talk about it one day. One more card from one more deck. We're just gonna go pretty general. Which animal spirit serves our highest good with Mars in Taurus? While we're walking this path that we know it's the right thing to do, but it seems like foreign. It seems like I'm not supposed to do that. Okay, so which animal can help us? Which animal is going to support us with this? Feel free to send your energy into this deck, asking which animal spirit serves our highest good while Mars is in Taurus. If you've been enjoying today's session, and if you've experienced any inspiration from my messaging, I'd appreciate any energetic exchanges in the forms of donations. They're always appreciated, guys. I have the option to donate here on Insight Timer. I have Venmo and PayPal available through my Linktree if you would rather donate there. And then I also have created an Amazon wish list as suggested by a follower. And I have things in there. Some are for me, some are for my pets, if you guys want to help me treat my pets. But just fun ways for you guys to express your love freely the way that I express my love freely here. If you haven't followed me yet on Insight Timer, feel free to follow my teacher page. I'm here about twice a week, Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, depending on what the astrology is doing. Depends on the days that I'm here. Yeah, okay. My next class is on Monday. Also, that's right, I've been doing a fun thing whenever I receive a donation from you guys, either here or off of Insight Timer. I dive into one of the two books from the readings that we did for the day, and I give you a personalized message. So that's always fun, and I hope that they are right on track with exactly what you need to hear at that time. I saw a question. How do we find your wish list? Oh, thanks for asking, Andrea. It's in my Linktree. Anything I ever talk about, go to my Linktree. It's in my Insight Timer bio. It's the only link that I can put on Insight Timer. There's one link, click on it, and then boom, 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 boom. Everything that I ever talk about. My courses are there. Signing up for my email newsletter is there. The Gemini playlist, it's Gemini season, guys. I create free Spotify playlists. You can just listen to music of the season because it just feels Gemini. Everything is in the Linktree. The donate stuff, my YouTube, my socials, they're all in my Linktree. Way at the bottom are like podcast appearances that I've done and like random videos that I've made. You could just get to know me in my Linktree. Like, I'm so proud of my Linktree. Actually, I'm so proud that, so here's one thing that I did today that kind of feels like the soul agreement thing. It's not the big one that I'm freaking out about, but I have canceled my website, which feels really foreign, right? I'm trying to expand this like business, whatever the hell I'm doing, and I'm canceling my website. Say what? I'm actually going to cancel my Heal Me subscription also. That's where I've been scheduling my stuff because it's just not serving me, and it's close to, like, I'm saving myself close to $1,000. Just not, I don't need it anymore. I haven't used my website. I haven't directed anyone to my website. I'm not scheduling through Heal Me anymore, so I'm just going to cancel that. I'm going to save myself some money this summer, and everything is on my Linktree. So that feels really good to just pave your own way, right? Right? Most spiritual entrepreneurs would be like, no, you need your website, you need your landing page. Shauna Ray is going to cancel 2 websites today. Wow. We're also, yeah, Taurus, love it. Love it, love it. Cool. Carrie says the Gemini playlist is bomb. I'm glad you guys like it. I have a lot of fun putting those playlists together, and I'm always adding. Like, I'll hear a random song and I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Scorpio energy, so I throw it. So like every year they're going to be a little bit fresher and fresher. Christine, Shauna, April, Sarah, Goddess, and the other April. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all your donations. Also, I'm going to throw my business a birthday party soon. I think I'm going to wait till Leo season. I think that feels appropriate to celebrate me in Leo season. I teased about it on Monday. More details to come. I have to figure out my summer coaching schedule also. So if you've applied to be a coaching client, I'll talk to you early next week. I have a big weekend coming up. But I want to do a business birthday party because I need to hear how I'm helping the world. Because being here on this side of the computer, it's great. I'll give and give and give. I love doing this, but I'm often just like, I wonder if I'm helping anybody. I wonder if anyone has gotten anything from this. And like right now I feel I need to hear from you guys how your lives have improved because of what I talk about. I need it. So in some way, I'm going to offer a way to like buy a ticket or donate to so that you can get the Zoom link, and we're going to hang out on a Zoom party, and I want to use what you guys say about how your lives have improved as testimonials, you know, scratch my back a little bit. It's a whole thing. This feels so awkward to talk about, but I just got to rip the Band-Aid, right? Talk about it so I can receive, right? Thank you so much, Roseanne. So yeah, that'll be sometime, probably the end of July. I'll do that birthday party. So hang out on Insight Timer to hear about that, or join my email list because that's where I talk about all these secret teachings. Not even secret teachings, just whatever. I'm done. Which animal spirit serves our highest good? Oh, April says, when you send thank you notes, where are you sending them? If you donate through Insight Timer, I comment on your donation. And I've heard that you can either go into your Insight Timer notifications to see my messages. That's what someone has said. Someone else has said if you go to my teacher profile afterwards and you click on the donate button, instead of sending another donation, it'll send you a recap of every time you've donated and then mine in response. On Venmo, I comment on the donation on Venmo, and I just send a little message there. If you send me a PayPal, then I will grab your email address and I send you an email. And that's it. But yeah, feel free to like intend a question. If you send a donation, like, all right, Jacqui, what about my work? And then, because I'll get that, right? Like everything is energy. If you intend it in the donation, like when I receive the donation, I'm like, oh, right? Not even consciously, but it all comes through. It all comes through. It's great. Cool. Alrighty. Which animal spirit serves our highest good during Mars in Taurus? Now that we are stepping into our soul agreement because the path is clear and it's time to pave your own way. Fox spirit, number 27, wants us to think on your feet. Be alert now, for Fox spirit has appeared, and you are meant to move swiftly. Let this clever spirit draw out your creativity as you adjust to rapidly changing circumstances with resilience, grace, and astuteness. Fox spirit helps you to think on your feet, using your best judgment and wits to help you slip into a more advantageous situation. Now is not a time to hesitate, but a time for swift action of the mind. A time to think outside the box and notice the many ways in which you might make a move, aware of your surroundings, and always clear on what you deserve and wish to co-create. Trust that your cleverness, guided by Fox spirit, will serve you well. So I get it, it resonates. I'm trying to tie this into Mars in Taurus. Yeah, think on your feet. This is going to be a new experience and you're paving your own way. You're doing it your way for the first time. So you have to be adaptable and quick and willing to make a move when it's time to make a move. But this doesn't, let me figure out how this feels like Mars in Taurus. This could be listening to your body's intuition, listening to your body's wisdom a little bit more. 70% of the population in the human design has a defined sacral center, so 70% of the population feels that gut reaction. That could be it. That could be Mars in Taurus, right? Feeling into your body, being led by your body. If you're walking your own path, paving your own way, and you have this idea like, oh man, this might be my soul agreement. This might be the step I need to take, the side step I need to take. If your gut gives you that like, yeah, let's go. Let's do that. Think on your feet. Allow yourself to go a little bit to the left. This doesn't mean you have to like completely turn around, do a 180 and go the other way, but like maybe 5 degrees over to the left might make a world of difference with the path that you're creating right now. Lisa dreamt of a fox last night. And Christine, this card shows up for you all the time. When animals come up, my rule is 3. If a card comes up 3 times, or if anything comes up 3 times, a number, a pattern, a shape, an animal, something, for me, it's 3. That's when I'm like, all right, universe, what do you want me to know? And then I'll do a little bit more research. So very interesting, Lisa. Suzanne had a fox and a baby on my road this week. I'm guilty of filming to send to my granddaughter. You know, like that kind of stuff is fun because it's special, right? So maybe don't record the whole 5 minutes that the fox is there, but, you know, record it so that you can see it again. All right, I remember when the fox was there. But then take a moment to be with the moment. I'm trying to remember what the dream actually was. I can't, but I remember a fox. That's okay. Debbie, she says, thank you so much, Jacqui. Your lives have helped me in a tough time. Please know you make a difference. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. Adriana saw a beautiful fox art print yesterday, so that resonates. That's right, Greg, your 9-tailed fox spirit guide who embodies my relationship with the energy of money and abundance. Greg, the road is clear. Mag's family of foxes in my garden on a nightly basis. When animals come through your life, they're usually trying to bring you a message. There's a book called Animal Speak by Ted Andrews. Animal Speak by Ted Andrews. I just put it in the chat. It changed my relationship with nature, changed my relationship with the animal kingdom wholeheartedly. Like, once you read that book, there's no going back. And every time I see an animal, like, my clients know I have a bird feeder on my window, and anytime there's a bird, I stop and I'm like, that's a mourning dove, that's a goldfinch, that's a cardinal. Like, what are they trying to teach me, right? And I'm not like super analytical, but it's fun. Like mourning doves have been hanging out, just chilling. Like the other day, there was one just sitting in the bird feeder, and me and my dogs were walking around like, and it didn't even care. It was just chilling. So that's it. But animals speak. It helps me too. Like if there's more hawk activity. Okay, well, what is hawk? Like, what is that medicine? What medicine is trying to reach me right now? There's rabbits in my yard. Okay, what medicine is trying to reach me right now? So that could be. That's it. Adriana, I have that book, but need to read it more. I read it cover to cover. I skipped over some of the dictionary parts of animals that like aren't prevalent in my life, because when they do become prevalent, I'll go to the dictionary and read about it. But he has a meaning for like insects, birds, mammals, reptiles, like any animal that you can think of. You can reference that book and be like, oh, that's what this means. I do it for clients all the time. Like praying mantis came up with someone the other day, and they asked if any of my animal decks had praying mantis. And so I looked through all my animal decks. There were no praying mantis cards. Animal speak. Praying mantis. That's about stillness. Here's your message, you know? So the secret lives of trees is a good one too. Nice, Nicole. That sounds amazing. That's it for today, guys. how to make the most of Mars in Taurus. Be present. Be present. Don't worry about how you can use this moment in the future. Just be present. Allow it all to come in, because there's something that your soul has agreed to that it's time to now step into. Something that you're going to have to do your own way. You're doing this as a rebel. You're doing this as a maverick. You're doing this as a black sheep. But the road is clear. The universe has prepared this path for you. Go forth. And how, or which animal spirit wants to serve us during this is fox. It's okay to sidestep. It's okay to think on your feet. Listen to your gut response. Listen to your sacral gut response. I'll be back on Monday. On Monday, we're going to discuss all of the squaring, tension, slowdown energy that is starting over this weekend. So that's it. Gemini course is up on Insight Timer, video course on Patreon. All my links are on my link tree, so if you're just curious to get to know me, just scroll through my link tree. And that's it. More dancing videos to come on Instagram. So if you want to follow my Instagram, I'll post them on my TikTok also. So whichever platform is more for you. It's just the fun line dance stuff. That's it. Sending love to all. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your donations and your energy. Namaste. Have a lovely weekend. Please send love. We're doing a poker run. We host a motorcycle poker run every year, and tomorrow is our annual poker run. And this year we have the biggest group we've ever had, so it's exciting. But we're very safe. We're very respectful. We're not a-hole motorcyclists. So that's what I'm going to be doing all day tomorrow. I will see you guys on Monday. I hope that video was just as insightful for you as it was for all of us. Darla and I really appreciate you being here with me. Thank you for liking this video, sharing it with a friend who you think would benefit, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Also, drop a comment and let us know what you got from this video. What was your biggest insight or takeaway? If you want to see what else I'm working on, click on my link tree. It's right underneath this YouTube video. We'll see you next time. Take care.